The best tablet on the market, aka the iPad Pro 2018, came out about 6 months ago. And everyone's asking, is this the laptop replacement? Can this replace my laptop? Well, no it can't. Not yet at least. The iPad simply cannot do laptop things as well as a laptop can. And that of course makes perfect sense. It is not a laptop. It's a tablet. People just don't know what a tablet is for. And honestly, I'm not exactly sure either. But I can say that I'm very happy that I own the iPad and I use it a lot and it's not redundant for me. And I think that's because I accepted him for who he is. A tablet. Here's the thing. You need a phone. And nowadays you basically need a laptop or computer. But you don't exactly need a tablet. You might want a tablet, but you do not need one. Let's say you have no laptop or computer. Boom. You've just become handicapped and limited yourself to a lot of things you can and need to do. Are you going to text your 10-page essay on your phone keyboard? You're going to try to use desktop pages on your phone? What? No more laptop applications? Ports? Etc.? No. You need your laptop. Now let's say you have no phone. I don't even have to go into too much detail about this. But what? You're not going to text your friends? You're going to email them back and forth? No Snapchat? Instagram? You're gonna slide in DMs from your PC? What's next? No Angry Birds? No Angry Birds? And you might want to call loved ones too and stuff. Point being, you need your phone. Now what if you didn't have a tablet? What are you gonna lose, huh? I'll pay you if you can tell me something we actually need a tablet for. Now go check your bank account. Do you see any transaction from me? No? Well, that's because you can't do it. You can't tell me what we actually need a tablet for. And that is what you have to understand about tablets right now. They are not a necessity. Not at all. You can live perfectly fine without them. And you're probably doing that right now. So because the iPad still falls under the traditional tablet category in a lot of ways, even if it is the best tablet in the world, it is still just a tablet. But I did say I'm happy using it, right? So what do I actually use it for? Well, it turns out I don't really need it to do anything new. But some of the old things I was using my phone and my laptop for, I've kind of shifted the responsibility of some of those things to my iPad. And my iPad does it way better than my phone or my laptop. For example, I stopped reading from physical books. I mean, it's not the Stone Age anymore. I wanted to read and learn digitally. So I started using my phone and my laptop. Now, I don't want to read from my phone. The text is just way too small. It's not as convenient. I don't want to have my eyes kissing the screen. And my laptop isn't the best either. I don't want to flip pages with my touchpad, and I don't always want to be sitting down. The laptop is just not as comfortable to read in every single position. But with the iPad, reading is just a better experience. The screen's not too small. It's not too big. There's no keyboard attached to it. I can take it in the car. I can read before I go to bed. The reading experience is just better with it. So now I only read from my iPad when I can. Video watching too, or consuming media, is a much better experience with the iPad. Now, I don't know about you, but my television can't fit in my pocket. So if I want to watch YouTube videos or Netflix or Hulu on the go, I'm probably going to be watching from my laptop or my phone. And even though my laptop is portable, it's still technically a mini computer, and I'm not going to be watching YouTube videos on my mini computer everywhere I go. So I'm normally stuck watching these videos on my phone. And that's why I get the bigger models of every phone, so I can have a much better experience consuming media. But since I got the iPad, I realized how small my phone actually is, because the iPad is the middle ground. With the iPad, I have the portability I have from my phone, and I have a bigger screen that I normally get from my laptop. And it just meets in the middle that I don't watch close to as much of stuff as I used to watch before on my phone or on my laptop. I watch on the iPad now, and I prefer it. I can have it on my bed. I can take it in the kitchen. I can have it in my Uber, in the car. It can go with me everywhere, and it's a much better experience than the phone because it's a much bigger screen. The iPad is also very useful in the classroom. Now, before my iPad, I would either have to be using a pen and paper or taking down notes with my laptop and the keyboard. Now, I can type, and that's fine. But for some classes like math or any other classes that I want to actually take notes on, I'll have to use pen and paper and step in the iPad. I got the Apple Pencil, which is actually kind of expensive. But with that, I never took a book to school again. I wrote all my notes for a whole semester on the iPad, and I don't plan on stopping. I don't have the keyboard that comes with the iPad. I already have a laptop. I wasn't trying to get my iPad to replace my laptop. So anytime I want to type, I'll use my laptop. Whenever I want to write, which has happened to be a lot, I use my iPad. And that's what I love about the iPad. Like, I don't need it. I don't need it. I can do all these things with other devices or even with a regular book or regular pen and paper. Yes, but the iPad actually helps my other devices. Now, my phone battery never dies. My laptop battery never dies because the iPad is there. I don't have to use my phone to watch YouTube videos anymore because the iPad is there. Now my phone can save that battery. I don't have to use my laptop to even photo edit anymore. I use my iPad for that. I don't have to type stuff on my laptop anymore because sometimes I'm writing on my iPad. It just helps my other devices as well. So none of my devices loses power all the time. It's great. Now, if you like all these things I'm saying and you want to get the iPad I have, then you probably shouldn't get the iPad Pro 2018 because it is the best tablet in the world, yes. But for all the things I've mentioned, you can use any other iPad for that. But what I like about the iPad Pro is the same thing that got a lot of people asking if it can replace a laptop, and that is its potential. Now you can only kind of do basic to semi-pro things with the iPad, and that's because of the software on it. But the potential of the iPad is so high. I think it's the device that has the most potential that I own right now. My iPad is more powerful than my laptop. The laptop I use to edit 4K video. But with the software it has now, it cannot do things as well as my laptop. It cannot replace my laptop. But software can always change. And I believe Apple is working towards some new things with iOS 13 to make the iPad actually more functional and more worthy of the discussion of replacing the laptop. But if you do want an iPad, you probably shouldn't get the iPad Pro 2018. You don't need the best of the best right now because it's at that point of diminishing returns, really. You're not gonna get any extra use out of that compared to another iPad. But owning an iPad really does create a better, fuller, technological experience. And if you haven't tried it before, you should try it. It's pretty cool. Thanks for watching.